today we have got Rachael King here to have a little chat about magnificent mediumship. How are you, Rachael?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
I'm so grateful to have you here. And you came to me, you've been working with me for quite a while now, actually. You've been in my vortex for a couple of years, but you have just recently completed magnificent mediumship. So firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
And let's have a little chat about your experience in magnificent mediumship. So where were you before you did magnificent mediumship, and kind of like the essence of spirit and, you know, communication and stuff? How did you feel all about that?
Before I probably did magnificent mediumship, I had more fear. There was a huge amount of fear around spirits, whether I wanted to open up to them, or because I knew I had that kind of, I knew I was seeing things and stuff like that. But I think I had a bit of an experience when I was a kid as well of, I believe, a spirit coming to me that just absolutely terrified me. So it kind of moved on for my whole life. I was just not open to it at all. So yeah, there was a lot of fear, and I guess just not confident as well. On my own light, really, to sort of open up that. And I think it was kind of, so I did quantum key as well, galactic light code, and that really just opened me up to being more open. And then it was because I did that I was like, yeah, this isn't so bad. So I'm going to try magnificent mediumship as well.
Yeah, beautiful. And you've also done relational blocks as well. And you first found me. It's kind of funny how we met, actually. We met randomly in a gym at a boot camp like years and years ago, probably like 7 years ago or something, 6 years ago. And I don't know how our paths came across each other again, but you did one of my free programs, a 12-week program. And that was years ago. So you've been in my vortex for so long. So you're one of my originals, my OGs. So it's really, really cool to have you here. And so what are some of the biggest takeaways that you got from magnificent mediumship?
For me, it would definitely be more confidence, more, that fear's really just gone. I don't have that fear anymore. I'm now okay to actually sit there and tap into people. I can sit there and, I've also done a couple of clearings, which I was always a little bit hesitant on, sort of, oh, do I want to delve into that kind of thing? But it's, yeah, I've cleared quite a few people now. Yeah.
It's amazing. So it's not just clearing yourself and kind of getting rid of that fear, it's actually clearing other people energetically and entity wise as well. And how do you feel about doing readings, card readings and stuff?
They were also another thing that I was like, but now I'm so excited. I've got 3 sets of cards now, and yeah, every time I sort of think of when I'm sort of about to do one, I used to be a little bit like, but I'm just, I'm quite happy and being able to, oh yeah, this person trusts me enough to, actually do a reading for them. So yeah.
Amazing. Do you feel like, because obviously I know as your coach the things that we've been through, and there's some pretty profound things, but do you feel like that doing magnificent mediumship has shifted your perspective on your life purpose or your pathway?
Yeah, 100%. There's sort of, I think I've always known that there's something there with me spiritually, whereas magnificent mediumship has actually guided me to explore it further. So the entire magnificent mediumship, even before a few months before that, I was starting, like, could feel such heat in my hands, so I knew, I've always been, just before I did it, I would always kind of, if someone was sort of sore or something like that, I'd just kind of jokingly, oh, I'll heal you, or, I'll send you positive energy. Whereas now I'm like, that's the thing, it's definitely a thing. You can actually heal people, so yeah, it's definitely, I'm now actually looking at going up north and trialing some Māori healing, which is Rumi, which is sort of a cross between chakras and Reiki and mixed in between. So it's energy work. So, and I've always thought, and I never really thought I would fully delve into it, but I'm glad Magnificent Mediumship has given me the tools to actually be confident enough to be able to delve into it and not, it's taken my fear away.
Beautiful. And, that's a great point as well. Magnificent Mediumship did have a lot of healing elements in there, not only for yourself, but what you can do for your clients. So what are some of those key points or those key tools that you believe had a part in the transformation?
Probably the key points for me is some of the statements that you've given us, you've provided it with us to sort of say, even sort of the energy work, the lighting ourselves up. You've taught me that one is that actually we're big, huge, massive light. Just as long as we're that light, nothing can kind of get through to us. So that's my main thing is, now when even before I'll do readings, I kind of expand, drop our barriers. You've taught us that to, and expand and just open that light up so that it's there, and that's kind of, I know that's my protection, my light protection bubble.
Beautiful. Has this impacted your family? So I know you're a mum of 3 and you've also got a lot of extended family. And obviously you've got a really great relationship with your husband. How has it impacted your family?
I think with especially with my husband, he's actually also delving, because he's very spiritual as well, and he's delving in himself now. He's learning the clearings from me, so he's now able to do that as well. It's sort of, instead of me going around and staging the house, now it's him. He'll go into the kids' room and do a little bit of a clearing and things like that. So it's definitely sharing it with my whānau as well that's been able to, I guess, give me more confidence. As now my kids aren't going to see, they're not going to think it's not normal because I'm doing it openly around them and things like that. So now it's, I mean, when we first sort of were going through the house with my sage, and they were kind of like, whereas it's normal to them now.
Beautiful. And one of the experiences, there was a lot of experiences that you had, but one of them was about the land. And I know that when we were doing coding, so we do light language and all that type of stuff, and all the there's a ton of activations in Magnificent Mediumship, whether you're live or not. But one of the things was, what came through deeply was for healing of the land and the ancestors, and you really having this kind of warrior kind of energy, and not only in your DNA, but in your soul. So can you tell us a little bit about that awareness that you had?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of, I guess there's, what do they call it? Ancestral trauma that, this earth has, and it's not, it's not just specific to one culture or anything like that. It's everybody, it's everywhere. And that's what it has come through from this, is that it's not specific. It's everyone has their own ancestral trauma that they need to work on. But that's kind of what's come through, and that's kind of, there's been a lot of channeling that's come through Magnificent Mediumship for me as well, which I was a little bit, wow. There's words that are coming out that I actually don't understand, but I actually understand it, kind of thing. So it's that I know that our ancestors are really, they're appreciative of the work that mediums are doing at the moment, on not just on the land, on people as well. So there's a lot of appreciation that's come through from that, and I want to go do more.
Beautiful, beautiful. And it's just so amazing to see your transformation before my eyes. There was a time where you didn't want to even be on camera, or you were quite shy, and also didn't think you had these gifts, or you kind of knew it was there, but you were in a lot of fear. And I used to always say to you, but Rachael, because of course I can see you and I can see energy. So I'd be like, are you not already doing this? Because I saw you. And I'm just so grateful within my heart and my soul to see you doing what you're here to do without the fear. And so your beautiful children don't have to carry that either, of course, throughout their DNA as you've healed that line. So what would you say to anybody that was desiring to do magnificent mediumship and maybe they had a bit of fear-based stuff as well?
Go for it, because it will get, as long as you're doing the tools that you're being given, that fear is just going to go, because you're going to learn how to work through that fear. I think anyone who would come to me and sort of ask me, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? I would be that, look at, is it a how yes or is it a how no? That's going back to, I guess, your human design, and what does your gut tell you, or what, listen to what your human design tells you, your sacral or your gut, or and then there's so much support that the other people on Magnificent Mediumship give you as well. It's not just Victoria that guides you and helps you. It's the other people that you're doing it with, because you're doing it with so many other people that are on the same journey as you. So it just being around like-minded people, you are who you hang with. So
100%, and that's exactly what we're talking about on Spiritually Line last night. The 5 people around you is your calibration of them. So beautiful. And of course I didn't mention the human design. So of course we introduced human design when you've been working with me in the programs. How has that impacted your life by knowing more about that?
Hugely, really. It's hugely. I make a lot of my decisions on that, and that sort of is what actually I've been able to determine my human design, what whether it's yes or no, how I've been able to determine it, and that alone has just helped me so much. So
amazing. And you were kind of playing in, just like myself, you were playing in a different design. Like I thought I was a manifest generator. We thought you were a manifest generator. And then of course, when we looked at your chart and went, you're actually not. I think we may have had the dates a little bit different. I don't know. But we found out how you were a generator. And then we were really be able to dive deep into your blueprint and go, okay, let's do a little tweak, a little tweak, a little tweak. Let's listen to how you're meant to function, look at your kids, look at the husband, look at, and it's just been so great. So do you feel like that was quite a key point in your transformation as well?
I must say, I was living as a managen, doing everything as a manifest generator, and then I've now actually, sometimes I've still got to remind myself I can't multitask like crazy like I used to. That's not my design. So I believe that my farm's just been calmed. I've really been able to just calm my farm down a little bit and just look, step by step kind of thing, as opposed to being so overwhelmed with so many things to do and, busying myself up with everything. It's actually like, no, that's not my design. That's why I'm getting sick all the time. I've got scoliosis, so my back pain does get quite bad if I don't calm down and actually sort of work on myself. So I've been able to actually finding out my correct human design has been, it's been mind-blowing for my mind, but also for my body as well, to keep my health good. So it's been amazing.
Oh, and I love that. And there was a certain point where an activation came through, or there was something, and you said, oh my gosh, I feel taller. My back feels like it's just been straightened out. Like it was one of those miracle moments. I remember, I'm not sure when that was, but there was many miracle moments, but that one is very close to my heart.
And that and I just remember, I can remember it was almost like a channel as well coming through, was that it was necessary. I don't know if that makes sense, but
it was you were ready. And one last thing, which I'm not going to go too deep into because it's very personal, someone who passed away very close to you, I've been working with you for a while now, and that correct timing came through when we were actually having a soul session, the two of us, and he came through and you were able to have a conversation with somebody who passed many years ago. So how did that feel to be able to finally have that conversation?
Yeah, that was amazing. I think because, yeah, we had been working together previously before Magnificent Mediumship. But again, that whole fear, I think that was one of the reasons why I didn't sort of tap in and have that conversation that we needed to have. So Magnificent Mediumship really helped me to be able to also, for me to think I'm not nuts, So, having this conversation that we were having was real and it felt true. Whereas I think if I had done it before Magnificent Mediumship, I still would have been questioning in my mind, is this real? Whereas, thankfully to Magnificent Mediumship, I know it was real.
Do you feel like you have more freedom since you've had that conversation?
It's huge closure, yeah. And I've been able to go forth and it's helped my other relationships, and it's been amazing.
So much.
Thank
And you're bringing the tears through again for me. That was a very deep and profound experience that words cannot actually express, but we know what happened, and and other people have those experiences too. So is there anything else you want to add in about your magnificent experience before we tap out?
For me, it's probably just a thank you for bringing these programs to us. I've loved seeing your journey as well, because I've been able to watch you grow in all of your programs, and these programs are amazing. They've really helped me and everyone else around me as well. So I've also encouraged one of my work colleagues to jump on, one of your programs, and just because, I fully think that they're for, anyone that's just got that little query in their mind, it can help anyone. So, thank you.
Thank you so much. And without beautiful souls and the contribution and us coming together as souls, which we've already obviously chosen previously, these wouldn't be possible. So I know you're going to do massive things in the world. You already are. And it's been an absolute honor to be in this space with you. Thank you so much, Rachael. And we will talk to you soon.
Bye. Kia ora.
Thank you.